Naturally, you will not. The gap between your desire and your perception is called the mental patterns. So let us now look at a few common beliefs that all of us carry about wealth. So the first common belief that many of us carry is that wealthy people are arrogant and bad people. So if you carry resistance of wealth, it will lead to you not accumulating wealth, or even if you accumulate, you will carry guilt of the wealth that you have accumulated. But the truth is that arrogance does not come by wealth. Arrogant people will be arrogant whether they have wealth or not. Arrogant means behaving as if you are more important than or know more than other people. But we wrongly associate wealth to arrogance and create a pattern and start hating wealth as well, the same way we hate arrogance. And another common belief that all of us have, which many people have, is that poverty is good. Deep inside us, we label poverty as a good quality and we feel reverence and respect for poverty. But how are we going to generate wealth if we have that cognition, if we have this cognition? And another common belief is that handling wealth is more responsibility. But the truth is that we may feel uncomfortable. Whatever I want, I will not get it. You might have that cognition. But you might have come to this conclusion by looking at some wealthy people who do not have time for themselves. So now let us look at a few more inadequate beliefs on wealth. So many people believe that making money is a sin. But the truth is that you can create as much wealth as you can, celebrate it, share it, and the wealth consciousness is high creativity with high responsibility. And another believes that wealthy people work smart, not hard. Swamiji says, don't be too lazy to bend your body and mind to realize your dreams. Read the stories of any famous millionaire today, and you will see that wealth does not come from a genie in a bottle. And another inadequate belief is that you have to be worthy of it. But the truth is that wealth serves those who are wealthy in their very consciousness. So anything you cognize, you create a certain energy field about your cognition. You attract situations, people, and everything around you to make that cognition into a reality. And all you need is will persistence to manifest wealth. So your decision that you are not going to give up your intention is will persistence. And your mental patterns goes on affecting you, but you always tell, I'm too busy to repair myself. It is like sitting in a broken car and go on be rotating the handle or pushing and pulling the gears. Do whatever you want. You are not going to move even 1 inch. And if somebody says, why don't you repair your broken car? You are not moving. You say, no, 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 I'm too busy to repair. I can't get down now and repair because I'm hardly going to some place. But that is utter stupidity. And you may be desiring to have wealth, but you may not be believing, perceiving, and cognizing that it is your possibility. So, the first and foremost important step that you need to do is to create an energy field of attracting wealth. So, let us now watch a video where Swamiji reveals the secrets of attracting wealth.
The first step we need to do, the first
Hi,
first step we need to do. Looking back, the gap between your desire and your cognitions, how you started perceiving wealth, money, how you started perceiving. I can tell you a small story. First time, how I was introduced to money and started interacting with money. I still remember my 3rd birthday. My father has given me a Ganesha who actually ate food. If you have read my biography, you would have read the incident. If you are interested, you can go to YouTube where I have narrated the whole story. I was given that Ganesha as a gift and I was so curious and busy with playing with the deity. And then in Indian village we have a habit, all the family elders will give coins on the birthday as a gift to the kids. So I was sitting and playing with my Ganesha and all the family elders came. I am supposed to bow down to them. It's a tradition. So I touch their feet and they will give money. A lot of money got collected. Must be some 70, 80 rupees. In those days it's a big money. And for a kid it's a too big money. And it was too much of coins and notes, so my father helped me to pack the whole thing in a hand key. So I looked at him and asked, what should I do with this? He said, you can buy whatever you want. I said, I don't need anything. I only wanted this Ganesha. You already gave it to me. I don't need anything. He said, then you can give it to anybody you want. So I just called all my cousins, brothers, everyone was playing. I grew up in a large joint family. 27 of us grew up together. So it's almost like a one school, small school. So all of them are playing. I called in my loud voice, hey, anybody wants, come and take this money. I don't want it. So 4 or 5 kids were running and my elder brother ran fast and took the whole thing, whole hand key. My father told me to tell my elder brother to share everyone, to share with all. I said, I have decided I don't want. And I said, whoever wants, take it. So he took it. How can I interfere in this after that? It's up to him. I will not even interfere, giving any further instruction to how they should share or who should share and all that. I said, I don't want. That's my first relationship with money. I still see very clearly that's the same relationship. Still, I don't touch money. I don't handle. Never felt the need. Anyhow, I am not saying this should be your pattern or this should be your. I am just giving you an example of how I started relating with. So now dig out how you started relating with money. That was actually my completion with money. I touched first time money only to give dana. Still I am doing the same thing. Still I touch money only to give dana. How you cognized money, wealth, what all your perceptions and beliefs and cognitions about money. Let's dig out. Let's get them out first. The moment you remember money, does it bring tremendous pain, suffering, impossibility, all that in you? What is the emotion or energy it invokes in you? So put your pen to paper and just keep writing whatever comes to your mind. If you feel tortured, irritated, the moment you think of money, whatever you think, money is difficult, money is impossible, money is, unless you cheat, you can't get the money. Even if you cheat it, somebody will cheat from you. So much goes on inside you about money. Your incompletions with money. Just spend few minutes and let's dig out all the incompletions, mental patterns we have, perceptions, beliefs, and cognitions we have about money.
Soaring prices,
Son, the first step we need to do now, cleaning up, completing these mental thought patterns, the incompletion patterns related to wealth, and stopping them from recurring. Please understand. Biggest problem is when you do not recognize something as a pattern, it continues to exist in you and recur. Please understand. Recurring. For example, today you remember, yes, I have a lot of incompletions and patterns. Incompletion means, let me define. Your past sitting in your present, not letting you live your future is incompletion. It has no logic. Because you lost love of somebody, you decide never to love again. It has no logic. Tons of negative decisions, cognitions you make about life is incompletion. I'll give you one small example. 8-year-old kid is in the classroom. Teacher asks, who is the first Prime Minister of India? The kid jumps on the bench and shouts, Mahatma Gandhi. Naturally, the whole class laughs because Mahatma Gandhi is not, neither is Mahatma nor is first Prime Minister. Okay, let's leave it. When the whole class laughs, she decides never to come in the front, jump up, and be active. Even after 50 years, if she becomes a CEO of a company, in the team meeting, she will be telling her ideas to somebody else and somebody else will be presenting. Even if she is the head of the meeting, she will continue to suffer the decision she made at the age of 8. How many of you see this is happening even in your life in some form? That is what I call incompletion. Understand, there is a very powerful science by Sadashiva in Agama. Sadashiva is the first guru, Adi Guru. He explains in Agama, of course, the moment I utter this word, many will have many questions. What? Sadashiva, he was supposed to be God. Was he Guru? He was supposed to be energy. Was he teaching? Let me be very clear. He is the pure consciousness beyond time and space, but he also assumed form within the time and space. The formless came in form many times and taught the great spiritual truths to the world. We should not even use the word was. Is the right word. He gives a beautiful science of completing with this incompletion patterns known unknown. Understand, if you know the reason for certain pattern, it is called known pattern. If you don't know, it is unknown pattern. Sometimes you will have a heaviness, suffocation, but you don't even know why. That is unknown pattern. Sometimes you know why you are going through what you are going through. That is known pattern. Known or unknown, you can complete. You can be out of it. It is possible. It is possible. I'll explain this science of completion. Understand, this one technique can help you whether you want to get rid of your headache or your whole ignorance and get into enlightenment. Whether you want as simple as healing your headache or as complicated as enlightenment. Anything, this one technique can give you. This one technique, it is a complete end-to-end, alpha to omega. It's from Sadashiva directly. In the Agama, 94th verse, 22nd technique. The chapter is called Shivanyanopanishad and also called as Vijnana Bhairava. Chittatyanta kritir nasti mamantar bhavayet iti vigalpanam abhavena vigalpair uchito bhavet. You don't have to remember. I am uttering every time so that I will remember. That's all. No, it is just to keep the purity of the teaching. I want all of you to know, whatever I am sharing with you is my personal enlightenment experience, which is in tune with the earlier master's experience. My Apta Pramana, my Atma Pramana in tune with the Apta Pramana, means the earlier masters. The Shastra Pramana. Only that can become your Sakshi Pramana. Never learn from a person who does not have Atma Pramana, enlightenment. He will be only Pandit, repeating. Same way, never learn from a person who claims yes, enlightenment, but does not keep his experience in tune with the Shastra Pramana and shares with you. It's always dangerous. Maybe it must have been good for him, but we don't know whether it is good for all of you. The Atma Pramana should always be acid washed with Apta Pramana, Shastra Pramana. Only that can become Sakshi Pramana, experiential reality for you. Never learn from anybody who has only knowledge, not experience. Same way, never learn from somebody who claims having only experience and does not connect, purify, make it in tune with the Shastra and presents it to you, there is always a danger. If you don't bother about the Shastra Pramana, you may be having kakka biryani. Be careful. Listen. To keep the purity of the teachings, I keep the original Sanskrit verses. I'll give you the translation now. Consciously feel within the mind stuff of past memories of incompletion with its activities as mind, intellect, and ego not existing in me. By contemplating this way in your inner space, disidentify from the past impressions and memories of completion. Put your active attention at the space of past happening. Relive these imagined impressions and memories of incompletion. Then the mind stop having fully ceased from its present characteristics of forming thought patterns and cognitions is complete. Thus you become complete and achieve the original space of complete completion. Listen. Now I will explain. I have read out the translation. I'll explain what to do. Now you wrote many of the patterns, incompletions, thought currents you are having about money, ideas, cognitions you developed about money from the young age. Do only one thing. Just go back to that same age when the incidents happened in you, the cognition started building in you, the beliefs started building in you, the ideas started building in you, the perception started building in you. Relive the same situation. I am not asking you just remember. Remembering means, for example, something happened at the age of 7 which is still hurting you about money. You asked 1 rupee from your uncle and he did not give, but he gave it to his son. It's still sitting and hurting. If now you are 47, this happened 7. You being 47-year-old person and remembering what happened at the age of 7 is remembering. Forget you are 47. Forget who you are now. You may be having millions. Just become that 7-year-old who asked and did not receive. For you, that 1 rupee must have been almost life. I have seen people, they develop even wheezing when they were not given as simple as a chocolate or an ice cream by their friend or family or brother. I've seen. Because for a child, it may be life. Just go back, forget who you are now. Become that person. When that incident happened, relive. Just see what has happened at that time. You will see many of the unknown, suppressed emotions will break. And I tell you, many diseases will be healed. I have seen people walking out of tumors, cancers, asthma, wheezing, just by completion. Because many of your diseases have their roots in some of the incompletions of the past. When you relive, many pain parts in you breaks. Pain bodies collapse. The pain patterns melt down, which completes many other issues which you don't even remember. I have seen when people do completion, to complete the wealth-related incompletions, suddenly they get into health, because the same incompletions which created wealth issues only were creating health issues. When they melt down, people become free even from both. Listen carefully. I'll repeat once more. Now you would have written so many patterns, incompletions, thought currents, ideas, cognitions. Take few minutes. Go back to each incident, each pain, each hurting. Relive, relive, relive. Don't justify what happened. Don't try to console yourself. No consolation will work. No justification will work. Neither help others nor try to help yourself. Just relive. I've seen when somebody has tears, others try to console. No, relax. You are not more compassionate than me. Let me do that job. You don't interfere in my job. Let, let you just go through. Even you don't try to console yourself. That is not going to work. If something has to break inside, let it break. It's okay. When you relive, the powerlessness, incompletion loses power over you. I'll guide you step by step. And I commit with you, I'll lead you all to completion. And I know how to awaken, trigger the incompletions in you and break them, help you to relive and relieve. I am supporting all of you. Have courage. Let's clean up. Do whatever you
Yes. So now, with that, let us start creating a magnetic field. So the first step is to clean up all the incompletions and patterns that you carry about wealth and create a right space and a powerful magnetic energy center in you to attract wealth and situations and people that supports you in creating wealth like a magnetic energy for manifesting wealth the way you want. So let us now do a small process and small completion process.
Let us enter into this completion process now. Let's dig out all the incompletions about money and keep writing whatever comes to your mind. The moment you remember money, does it bring tremendous pain, suffering, impossibility? All of that in you. What is the emotion or energy it evokes in you? The moment you think of money, whatever you feel and think money is difficult, money is impossible. Unless you cheat, you can't get money. Even if you cheat, somebody will cheat from you. So much goes on inside of you about money, your incompletions with money. Just spend a few minutes now. Let's dig out all of those incompletions, beliefs, mental patterns that we have, the perceptions, the cognitions that we have about money. So now let us spend the next few minutes just penning these ideas, incomplete cognitions, perceptions, beliefs, wrong ideas that we carry about money down. Now let us move on to the next part of the exercise. We can continue on. So for each belief or cognition, it starts from a particular incident. Identify that incident when the wrong or incomplete belief about wealth started forming inside of you. Relive and relieve each of those completions, each of those incidents where you developed these wrong cognitions. Complete those incompletions. Go back to that same age when the incident happened, when the idea or belief or perception started building inside of you, and relive and relieve and complete all of those incompletions. Now spend the next few moments doing that before moving on to the next part of the exercise. now that we've spent a few minutes completing with all of our incidents and the wrong ideas, the wrong beliefs, move to the next step of the process. So the second step is to consciously decide what it is that you want to manifest in the next 3 months in the dimension of wealth. So write down clearly what it is you, what is your intention? What is it that you want to manifest in the next 3 months in the field of wealth? Whatever you think as well. You may think more than money or currency as well. You may be thinking a person as a wealth for your life or situations as wealth for your life. Or for some, being active. People feel even extraordinary power as their wealth. So whatever you consider as your wealth, whatever you want to manifest, attract in the next 3 months, please send those down now. So the next few minutes, we'll just send down whatever our intentions are and whatever we want to manifest within the next 3 months in the dimension of wealth. So now that you have written down what it is that you want to manifest in the wealth dimension, let us understand how exactly you can manifest it. It is only through Guru's grace that you can manifest anything that you want in your life. With deep devotion and oneness with Guru, you can complete all the binding covenants on wealth and manifest life with prosperity and abundance.
And there's the Shastra Purana for this comes from the Guru Gita, where Paramashiva himself describes and elaborates on the importance of the Guru. And now we will be seeing a few verses from the Guru Gita which explains the importance of Guru and the grace of the Guru. So let us now see the 23rd verse of the Guru Gita. Gukarastvandhakarascha Rukarasteja uchyate Ajnanagrasakam Brahma Gurureva na samshayaha. And the translation for this verse is: the syllable gu is darkness, and the syllable ru is said to be light. There is no doubt that the Guru is indeed the supreme knowledge that swallows the darkness of ignorance. And the 18th verse of the Guru Gita also beautifully says, Guru Murtim Smare Nityam Guru Nama Sada Japet Guru Ragnya Prakurvita Guru Anyanna Bhavayet. And the translation for this verse is: always remember the Guru's form. Constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru. Always follow the Guru's commands. Think of nothing other than the Guru. And the 11th verse of the Guru Gita also beautifully says, Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Shri Guru Pada Sevanat Dehi Brahma Bhavedyasmat Tvat Kripartam Vadhamite. And the translation for this verse is: out of compassion for you, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all the sins by serving the feet of Guru.
The Guru is, so who is the Guru? The Guru is not a vyakti, a person, as you imagine. He is a tattva, a principle. He is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the Guru, is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is the Guru who opens the disciples' eyes to the existence of God. Guru is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine.
And Guru exists as embodiment, the manifest form of God, Paramashiva. And the God, Paramashiva, is the unmanifest form of Guru. God is the state of Guru, and Guru is the statement of God. Gurus are the manifest of Paramashiva, and Paramashiva is the unmanifest existence of Guru.
Guru Bhakti is devotion to the Guru. It is intense, pure, existential energy which can liberate you from all unknown, known, unnecessary delusions.
So now,
Special, exciting segment, the Venkateshwara readings, where you can ask your questions directly to Bhagavan Venkateshwara.
so with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Fount of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Parameshwar, a group of disciples have been initiated to have the Sarupya of Venkateshwara, embodying the grace and form of Venkateshwara. And any question or prayer is taken to Bhagwan Venkateshwara, and Bhagwan Venkateshwara responds through the initiated disciple.
So you can visit tinyurl.com/deityreadings, that's DEITYREADINGS, to ask your questions and receive answers to your prayers from Bhagavan Venkateshwara himself. So you can take a few moments to go ahead and visit this link, tinyurl.com/deityreadings, and go ahead and ask your questions to Bhagavan Venkateshwara before we enter into the Venkateshwara reading.
Yes, and as we get ready for the Venkateshwara readings, let us have the darshan of Bhagwan Venkateshwara, and all of you can sign up for the Venkateshwara readings. Yes, we can go back to the previous slide. So if you would like to offer your gratitude, and if you would like to ask your questions and prayers, Bhagwan Venkateshwara, as Mahapurna Priya said earlier, you can sign up in the link below. And we will now be getting ready for the Venkateshwara readings, the deity readings of Bhagwan Venkateshwara.
trial.
Nityanandam. We welcome you all with today's Venkateshwara readings. We will be reading out the questions from the devotees. The first question is from E. Rosario from Atlantic Witty. Dear Venkateshwara, I did not win the lottery as you promised. I have tried more than once. Please let me know why it is not happening. Gratitude.
Blessings of Venkateshwara. Venkateshwara is waiting for you to take on the full responsibility for the wealth that will be coming to you. Show that you are ready to take on the responsibility by an active, enriching lifestyle, living for others. Do this and then come again for the wealth. Blessings.
The next question is from Annie Dalle from France. Please remove my blockage from manifesting my home renovations and easier daily life and contribution to NHU.
Blessings of Venkateshwara. Live the life of a Tyagi. Go on sacrificing your patterns, your lower patterns, for a higher purpose, for enlightenment itself. Work for enlightenment. All the blockages will be removed. You will have wealth. Tathastu.
The next question is from Parmeshwari from Malaysia. Dear Lord Venkateshwara, please tell me what is the future of my son.
Blessings of Venkateshwara. Your son will have a very good future in Kailasa. Blessings. Tathastu.
Next question is from Ang Shi Jian from Malaysia. Dear Lord, when and how can I sell my commercial property this year with 2.7 million Malaysian dollar? Please guide me in detail. Gratitude.
Blessings of Venkateshwara. Do a puja in the property, the Guru Puja. Physically go there and physically do the Guru Puja. Property will be sold soon after. Tadhastu.
Next question is from Yoga Janana Rupini from Malaysia. Dear Lord, what should I invest in this period? Please tell me directly in details. Gratitude.
Tathastu. Go on enriching others and helping others to have completion. In doing so, you will forget and make all of your own patterns redundant. Do this. Tathastu.
Next question is from Ang Shi Jian from Malaysia. Dear Lord Venkateshwara, what should I eat to grow muscles and to absorb nutritious food into my body system? I am very thin. Please advise me. Eternal gratitude.
Tathastu. Eat the organic ingredients. Do not eat anything that is not organic. Follow the traditional Bhagashastra diet. Eat 6 times a day. Tathastu.
The next question is from Anand Parameshwari from Netherlands. Pranam Lord Venkateshwara. Let me manifest completion with wealth and radiate you. Please remove whatever incompletions I have towards wealth and currency. Thank you.
Tathastu. Tathastu. Venkateshwara is with you. Cherish every penny of your wealth and every penny of other wealth as his wealth. None of it belongs to you. You are only a person who moves it around. Use wealth as it is issued to you as your responsibility.